Hey, I'm Monique, the owner and pastry chef of Sweet Indulgence Custom Cakes and Catering in Philadelphia. And today I'm going to take you a little bit behind the scenes at Sweet Indulgence Custom Cakes and Catering and show you how we get all these cinnamon rolls rolling. These are our ooey gooey cinnamon rolls that we sell. I'm also going to put in the description a special recipe for these delicious ooey gooey soft cinnamon rolls. And this is going to be part 1 of a 2-part video. Now, once you watch both videos, you will be an expert on how to make these soft, gooey, ooey, delicious cinnamon rolls. And you can put both of the videos together and do it all in one day, okay? Hang out with me. I'm going to show you how we go through this. And by the end of this, you will be making cinnamon rolls like a pro. Let's get it. All my ingredients are already pre-measured, so I'm just going to start mixing and show you guys what the mixing process is. Our ingredients are pre-measured and we're just going to start the mixing process. Let's roll. All of your dry can be added directly into your mixing bowl, and then you go in with your warm milk, your eggs, and then lastly your butter. Now, if I were you, I would let the machine do most of the work as far as the mixing and kneading. You're going to mix for a few minutes depending on how much dough, but you see how this is breaking? I let my dough mix for about 6 to 7 minutes, but remember, I'm doing an extremely large batch. Well, not extreme, but you get what I'm saying, right? Show you the consistency of the dough. That's what you're more so looking for. After mixing for about 4 to 5 minutes with my dough hook, as you can see, I formed more gluten and I have a stretchier dough. Now, this is a soft dough and may be a little sticky, so be sure to put just a little bit of flour on your work surface. So I am portioning my dough out into smaller balls so that it can proof a little faster and will be easy for portioning out later. For those of you at home, you can do this one time for the recipe listed in the description. You see that little jiggle, little shake? That's what we want. We're going to put our dough on another sheet pan, loosely cover it with plastic to allow it to proof. Now, proofing time can vary. We normally recommend about an hour, but it really depends on the environment. If it's a little more hot and humid than usual in your kitchen, it'll proof fast, like you see this did. I'm checking to see if my dough is proofed, and I get a little bit of bounce back, and I know it's ready. So I'm going to dump it back onto my clean floured surface and just make sure you get that gas out of it. Now, you notice I like to stretch my dough a little bit in that rectangular shape that I want to keep. I roll it out to about 1/4 of an inch thick, and now I'm going to put my filling in. Now, this is when you can get fancy. You can really use whatever filling you want. I'm using my brown sugar butter filling, and I like to mix mine together. It just makes it a little easier to just smooth onto the dough instead of the butter and then putting the brown sugar. But play around with it and see what you like better. Now, I'm cutting my rolls a little larger because remember, this is for the bakery, so I'm doing 2.5 inch cuts. When I'm doing rolls at home for the family, I cut them at about 1.5 inch or maybe even 1 inch. The larger the cut, the bigger the rolls, baby. So go big or go home. Now, for me, I'm just going to keep continuing this same process until I get through all of my balls of dough, which is 12 today. So just to give you an idea, we are doing 12 balls of dough at 2,200 grams each, and we do this every day. The great thing about cinnamon rolls, especially if you're making it for home, you can warm them up the next day, even 2 days later, and they really come right back to life. Cinnamon rolls has been a family favorite in my home for many years, and now I'm so happy to say that we sell out every week. So that is part 1 of how we do our cinnamon rolls here at Sweet Indulgence. So we mixed our cinnamon rolls, we let them proof, we shaped our cinnamon rolls. I am storing them in these airtight containers. They are going in the refrigerator overnight. You can bake them same day, but if you let them marinate overnight, the flavor is even better. So these are going in overnight to be baked tomorrow, and I'll show you how to do the next step tomorrow. Don't forget to make sure you like, follow, and share. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so that you'll know when part 2 video comes out and I can finish showing you how we roll out these cinnamon rolls. I'm gonna go get cleaned up because I'm a mess, and I'll see you next time for part 2 video on how we bake our cinnamon rolls every weekend and sell out here at Sweet Indulgence Custom Cakes and Catering. I'll see y'all next time.